Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a chance to see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings as they'll square off against Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the home of the reigning Super Bowl champs, we are inside a sold-out and absolutely rocking Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Ready to go now. Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots as we are off and running in Foxborough. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings with Kirk Cousins leading the way. Cousins surprisingly efficient in his first season as a member of the Vikings. He hit on better than 70% of his passes, second only to Drew Brees, and was actually just the sixth ever NFL quarterback to finish a season above that 70% mark. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And running back Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings, and he should love what they're putting in for him in 2019. This is a run-first, run-heavy offense as dictated by their head coach. Dalvin Cook should get more than enough carries to threaten 1,000 yards rushing this season.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Cousins pass complete to Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Sony Michel was taken near the end of the first round in the 2018 draft, but boy, did he earn his keep in that season with New England. Really came on in the playoffs, scored the only touchdown in the Super Bowl win over the Rams. Expect bigger and better from Sony Michel moving forward.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Check it, reload.
Throwing again. Brady, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Brady on target to Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27.
Check. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Back to you. I'm going back.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
First down, here's White. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith's play has been so good in the NFL that he demands the respect of everyone. And I remember a couple of years ago when we talked about the top safeties, his name didn't come up in the first group. It does now. I remember doing a game a couple of years ago where the Rams were trying a lot of razzle-dazzle stuff, and Mike Zimmer, his head coach, pretty much said, sick him to Harrison Smith, and he ended that in a hurry. He can play close to the line of scrimmage, can also cover deep.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most cases, the best asset for a running back is his vision. In this case, it didn't work out so well. Instead of running the draw up the middle, he tried to break it out to the left. Unsuccessful.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mike 58 right there. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Brady now to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Down to lose 1.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Brady. That's complete to Wayne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. And
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Brady gives this to White. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right here.
From the 38, Brady, pass incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Gaxonu. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out come the Patriots. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start to drive with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
He hits White, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go with White on the counter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Brady now on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with White. Now White lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down now, it's Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Marcus Cannon, the guilty party there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught by the tight end, Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wait, check. 380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Hey, check it.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Brady now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Wait, 20!
Watch my board.
It's been a long day for you. Go, Beard!
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Dante Hightower on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Cousins on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
54. We got to get the ball.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Michelle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Wait, set. Right there in the middle. 55.
I'm trying to collect.
Jacket, reload.
They'll run on first down. White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wait, set. 53.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
All day. 72.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, slant route, caught by Edelman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Watch 54. Get him. Get him. Get him. Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady This is White on the screen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Brady closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On first down, Michel. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the 2 of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan and Michel will find his way in for a New England touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Watch the whip.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point try by Bailey. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Patriots 21.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shift shadow.
To throw again, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Patriots send out their punter. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. The Vikings turn up the heat and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Bailey now for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Wait, set. Double time, double time.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Go, go, go.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In the face.
On 1st down, Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run on 1st down. White. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Wait, that 380. Yo. Check it.
On 2nd and 9. Brady, he's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Cook. Busts through the tackle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
54 miles. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 16, Cousins looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. And that's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Round 80! Round 80! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make them 50.
Brady now on first down. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Wait, set. Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
Go Bandit!
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They run it again with Cook. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mike 54. Time to go. Night.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Jugger!
On the ground is Michel. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Shamar Stephen with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. The Patriots send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All day, every day, any day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right, and rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble. That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
72.
Brady going to throw. This is White on the screen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz. Bring in your head.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Let's go, baby.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to the field. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
To the hut.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. It's caught. Smith. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Mike 58, right there. Check, 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 check.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score, Vikings 34.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, that's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got Sanu. A big 30-yard play on third. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. That throw by Brady, incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Brady again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Madison running on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. So glancing at these numbers, I think they tell a story of, hey, early on, he got hot, he got their attention. They've been able to hone in on him, shut him down a bit.
He certainly did get their attention, and that's the ultimate compliment for a player, that when you come out in the second half, all of a sudden there's extra guys around you, they're different colors.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Brady to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Now the short yardage man, Burkhead. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins to throw. And Diggs has it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing today.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.